right, we are back. It has been more than a week since my last lift. I ended up getting weirdly injured at work. There's a 2x6 sticking out and I freaking banged my head on it. Not very hard, and it didn't give me like a head injury or concussion or anything, but it kinked the shit out of my neck. So I've spent a little more than a week now trying to recuperate and get full range of motion back and just let the inflammation go down and the pain go down and just get feeling like I'm back to normal again. It won't really reflect in my uploads, but that big old lead I built up in my uploads is now completely gone. I'm gonna have to restart that back from scratch, but done it before and I will do it again. So we are back and I'm gonna pick up right where I left off. We're gonna dive into some deadlifts. I'm just gonna see how I feel as I go along. Hopefully we'll be able to make a little progress today. So we're gonna get back into the swing of things here. I'm gonna get some warm-up sets in and then we'll dive right in. Freaking session back. Honestly, we did pretty freaking good. I was feeling a little bit shaky on some of those reps just from being out for a little over a week and just kind of chilling, but we ended up coming through with some solid strength, so pretty happy there. I'm gonna move into some front squats, supersetted with goblet squats right now and target a little quads. I'm gonna do one warm-up set at 135 and then go up to 185, and I might just stay there because all that deadlift was a lot of weight on my body. So we're just gonna go for some solid rep action here, so let's go ahead. Alright, that's going to be enough quad action for today. Let's go ahead and move into a few sets of some weighted wide grip pull-ups. And from there, I think we'll do some hyperextensions. And then that's going to be it for today. Alright, we're going to end this off with a few sets of hyperextensions. That's going to be it for today. Alright, that is going to be it for today. Freaking super happy to be back. We had a really good first day back after being down and out for a little over a week. Really just took the time to let my C-spine just feel really freaking good. Didn't really want to push anything. Still was feeling like I had some just stiff muscles from just being kind of inactive. But I gotta be honest, I was still feeling pretty freaking good today. Felt the strength. Just had to kind of shake the rust off a little bit and dive back into the deep end. I was still going on some walks while I was hurt, but especially the first few days, I was pretty laid up. Really just was kind of taking my time and letting everything feel like it was 100% and ready to rip again. I also really kind of took that time just to do like a week-long refeed a little bit. Not like I was really trying to just consume an absolute shitload of calories every single day, but I was just kind of letting the diet go out the window and just kind of eating as I went, eating whatever, eating as much of whatever I wanted to. Really just kind of try to just flood my body with a bunch of nutrients and calories to just kind of bounce back a little bit. And now that I'm coming back in strong, I can use the little bit that I've gained in here for in here. So yeah, so starting off with deadlifts today, I really wasn't sure where I was going to end up. Just worked my way up the chain and eventually got up to where I left off before. Started off my first working set at 335 with 5 reps. So that felt pretty freaking good. So I went ahead and bumped it up to 355 like I had originally planned to, and we're able to get 2 solid sets of 3 reps. Pretty freaking good there. I'm very happy with the way that went. A couple of reps in there were a little shaky, but we shook that rust right off and really ended strong on that final set. Super freaking happy with that. I feel like we're still right along the path back up to 405. From there, moving into our quad portion, we just kept it pretty chill with the 185-pound front squats, supersetted with 25-pound kettlebell goblet squats, and those are fantastic, honestly, especially when I'm just kind of trying to hit quads light, just going for some volume on a heavy posterior day. Really am a fan of that superset. Just did a couple rounds of that and called that good. From there, moved into our weighted wide grip pull-ups, and those I definitely felt like were suffering on some reps today compared to our previous few days, but we still came out and did 10 reps on our first set. Plus, the deadlift portion was a pretty heavy thing to just dive back in after being down for a week, so not really gonna hold myself to it too bad, and we still did just fine in my opinion. And then ended off the day with some hyperextensions. Really am freaking falling back in love with that exercise, and it really just hits all kinds of crazy posterior that you just can't target with anything else. And it just freaking really has a way of getting my legs shaking like crazy on the last few reps. I am like doing everything I can to finish that rep. Considering this was our first day back in after being kind of laid up, I did kind of take our time in between sets and make sure we were fully rested and ready to go. So today ran a little bit longer. We ended off with a total time today of 1 hour hour, 12 minutes, and 55 seconds. So quite a long day, but also kind of to be expected as the deadlifts get higher and higher up in weight. More warm-up sets are necessary, longer wait time between sets is necessary. So it's just kind of the ebb and flow of working your way up the hill. So really in the grand scheme of things, I am pretty freaking happy with that time. So yeah, so that's gonna be it. I'm gonna get on out of here. It is now a little after 8:30. I still got one more meal to eat. Gotta do dishes, gotta do a few things like that before I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So I will get out of here right now, and then I will be back tomorrow with chest.